Hello and good morning. This is video log entry 95 and currently it is 8 a.m. CST. I haven't recorded for like 5 days or so because I was in a bit of a rut. I wouldn't even know if it was, I wouldn't say it was a rut, maybe more of an external rut. I was kind of in my room a lot. And I guess I was sort of neglecting my responsibilities as an adult. Not really. Because again, like I said, I don't really have a lot going on. And I guess I was also thinking about tutoring and all that, because I don't know, like I think I'm going through another shift in my life, and I was pondering, and I'm still kind of like flip-flopping back and forth between staying with Tutoring Chicago because it's about like one more month and I have to do this assessment today for this kid. And I think I'm just gonna I think I'm just gonna hold on for a little bit longer. Just out of honor, even though I know it's not really something I care about. And like a lot of me wants to, shift back to focusing on myself, right? Because that's always been my issue. But it doesn't hurt to be selfless every once in a while. I don't mind doing it. Sometimes I can be black and white sometimes when it comes to making decisions. Actually, a lot of decisions I've made, it's like either, I don't know, it's like not black and white. It's like all or nothing essentially, because I remember I was like going through this craze of like cell phone addiction when I was in my early, like I was like 18 to 20 or something, and I was like, oh shit, this is really fucking up my life. And I decided to get like one of those what are those called, like the monochrome phones, like it's called the Lite V2 or something, where it's like it's basically, it's not like a flip phone, it's monochrome, and it kind of looks like one of those, it has like one of those Kindle screens on it, and it's really small, very light. That's why it's called the Lite. And it has everything that you need in there, except it's just like text messages and emails and a calculator or some shit like that, and that's it. And I was like, I think this is a bit too far, because it's nice having Google Maps or some kind of, I think I think they had like a V2 which had a navigating system in it, so that does help quite a bit. But it's a little bit too far. That's a little bit too minimalist for me. I mean, where did my phone go? Oh, it's over there. I was going to show you my phone, but I think like I don't even know what kind of phone it is. It's just a phone for me. Like again, like I said, I'm not much of a materialist, so it's just a cell phone. A smartphone, of course, and I think it's like an iPhone 6. I don't even know. I've had it for so long. I do have to replace a screen protector though, so I have to do that soon. I do not have a case for it either, and I've dropped it a billion times, and I'm surprised it hasn't broken yet. Yeah, I'm not responsible when it comes to having physical objects, which is why I don't like having a lot, because I know I'm not going to take care of it anyways, which is why I got rid of my fucking car. Whoops. So, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I have a bike now, so that's cool. I already told you guys, but yeah, the gear's still fucked up. I don't know, I was thinking about fixing it. Whatever. I'm so scatterbrained, I'm just going off right now. Whatever. Who cares? I'm just going to let my thoughts go. But yeah, I don't know, I've been feeling pretty good. I think I've just, again, a lot of emotional processing. Thinking about like past relationships and my most recent, I don't even know what to call it. It was a situationship, and it taught me a lot. That's all I can say. It taught me a lot. A lot. It actually finally reminded me that, it was so bad that like I got into it was really bad. There were a lot of things that it served as a catalyst for a lot of certain realizations I had to come through to progress with my life, because I could not work with the paradigm or the set of paradigms that I was working off of from my family when I met that person. And I don't know what happened. It was like, I guess, I don't know, I've never been the kind of person to care about other people much. That was like the first person I ever really cared about. And due to that, I guess, it kind of showed a lot of stuff within me that I didn't like much. Because, again, like I was never a reactive person until I met them, which was weird. So that caused a lot of confusion in my early 20s. I was like, what is all this stuff that's going on inside of me? It caused a lot of emotions and frustration anger, standard human things. And it just took me a lot. It just served as a experience to know myself more and know that I have a lot more inside of me than I originally thought when I was younger. That's what happens when you diversify your experiences in life. You tend to get like some kind of stimulus, and then it evokes some kind of response. And I'm the kind of person, again, like my scientist mindset was, it caused a lot of confusion. My natural tendency is to understand it, right? So I think I spent like 2 years not really doing much. It was like my parents were confused. I was confused because it was, I kind of like flunked out of school, and I didn't know how to explain it. I really didn't. I had a therapist for a while, and I didn't really tell my therapist much about it. I kind of gave him like the surface of my problems, which didn't really help me out. I wasted a lot of money on that, unfortunately. I wish I didn't do it, but it is what it is. I think it did help me out with getting out of that rut that I put myself in because I had a lot of negative thought loops and just trying to dissect everything, and that it wasn't a good place. So they did help me out, and helped me out with the therapist that I had, helped me out with accountability and learning that I had to take responsibility of the shit that I put myself in, or the cesspool. And that's why, that was like a part of another, there has been so much that has happened like the past 5 years. I keep like giving slivers of that trajectory because it's just like too much to talk about, and so I can't hate the person, I can't hate them. I can't. I've never been the kind of person to be angry towards other people because, well, we're all going through our own things, and I think they had a lot of childhood problems and probably traumas that they didn't understand, probably too young to understand. I think their traumas were a lot worse than mine. I say that I have trauma. That's why I don't like using trauma, because I downplay it a little bit. I say that it is trauma. It is. It's just like when I think of trauma, I think of something like really bad, and trauma is trauma, right? I don't know why I downplayed it. It was trauma. It was something that I went through that that I had to heal, and I finally got there. It took me a while, and now I'm pretty much a clean slate, so I can start building my life again. Yeah. So that was nice, and I'm glad I'm here. It's just so my financial situation and finding a job and whatnot, I don't know, like it's weird. I still haven't called. I've been procrastinating because I've been telling myself that I need time in my head to process some things, and I guess like a couple of days ago I started listening to just a lot of music I wouldn't listen to. I don't know, I've been feeling very emotional, and it's kind of nice. Because I never can. Again, like I say, I missed out on a lot of emotions that I didn't have when I was younger. I don't even know why. Like I've had relationships before. It wasn't even a romantic relationship. Like the first relationship I was in was more like kind of dabbling, with stuff when you're young and you're going through puberty and whatnot. It happens. So it was just dabbling around. It wasn't like anything serious or anything like that. Yeah. And most of it was just dabbling. And now I'm finally realizing what I actually want after so long. So it's nice, it's I don't know. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy. Even though like a lot of people, I'm actually in a pretty good state in all aspects except financially. I'm in a good state. So, and I'm trusting the process, right? I'm accepting the fact that it takes time to put yourself in the right place mentally in your environment. And I used to rush myself a lot, but if I rushed myself, I would have probably thrown myself into a really bad situation again. And then people would see it as progress, but then I think the natural cycle would be I'm going to burn out and then come back to a state where I'm like, oh shit, I've lost myself again. Well, I don't want to lose myself again. So here I am. Yeah. I don't know. This video log sounds a lot more sincere. Um, and I don't know. I'm feeling good. Pretty happy. And yeah, I'm looking up. I'm looking up. Yeah, I don't know. So I still have to think. I think I'm just gonna go to the tutoring thing today. I'm feeling pretty calm. I was thinking about it a lot yesterday. I was freaking. I was like, should I do it? What if I say no? And blah blah. I mean, there were a lot of. Yeah. Again, like I can be black and white or all or nothing in some situations. Like with the phone I had, and there were a lot of other things that I've done. It's weird because I know how my brain works, where like I do an all or nothing, and then I had to like step back a few times to. I jump, and then I refine backwards, and I jump and refine backwards. It's just like how I do things apparently. Because like what happened here, right? I jumped really fucking far. I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna help the world. I'm gonna do. I don't know. I was just going everywhere, and then I had to step back, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot why I was doing this to begin with. Is to remember who I am. So I had to refine the process to find a landing place, right? And yeah, I'm kind of again. There are a lot of things that I would say I would regret, but I learned that it's just something I don't like. And I don't know. I'm still thinking about like whether I should just say because it's they. I think they just had to take their post assessments. So somebody, you just had to be there to watch them essentially and just show them the link, and then I don't know. I don't really fucking know. It's like one of those things where I don't. This is like more of an honor thing. You know what I mean? It's just, and my I don't know. I'm a good person, you know. I don't want to just bail out, you know. I don't like doing that. I want to, whatever. I'm probably going to think about it a little bit more, and then I'll make a decision. I have nothing. You know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to make a decision. I'm going to do it, and yeah, I'm just going to go over there, and it's just an assessment, and then I just have to, hang out with them. It's nothing serious. It's actually really laid back. The environment. I remember when I was first thinking about it, I was like, oh God, what if it's like, I don't know. I had a picture in my head. It's kind of like any new thing that you try out, right? You have this picture in your head, and you're like, oh God, this is going to be so bad. And you're like, oh, well, it's not as bad as I thought it was. And I had to keep reminding myself that. I had to keep telling myself, I was like, yes, this is new, but it's probably not going to be as bad as you think it is. Or it's if I have like some kind of fear mechanism I've been using, you're probably not going to die. You're probably not going to go through unbearable pain, or it's not like you're burning in hell or anything like that. So you're going to be fine. You're going to get out the other side probably unscathed. So I just, it's just like those things, they're just those fear mechanisms that like pop up in your head. You're like, oh my God, what? So I've been working on that. It's been a lot more. And like, again, like this morning I was kind of, I don't know, I was kind of in a mucky state. I don't know, there was a word I was thinking about, but I can't think of it right now. I don't know, I was just kind of in not in the greatest state. And I had to tell myself, I don't know, this word, I just used words to get myself back into a more peaceful, blissful state by just saying, I'm not my thoughts. And it took me out of that. And then I started looking from that perspective as opposed to being in the muck, right? Which is nice, it's very, very nice to, yeah, so, we're human, right? We tend to forget about those things. Yeah, I don't know. And I'm smiling a lot, I'm laughing. And yeah, I went to the grocery store today, and that was the thing. I was like, oh, I had to get some milk, and then I was thinking about all the other things, right? Like, oh, I had to figure out how to deal with this situation. I don't want to figure out how to deal with this situation, blah, blah, blah. And, normal things that echo in my head as usual. And I had to tell myself, I'm not my thoughts. And then boom, that just instantly flipped like a switch. I was like, oh yeah, right. I forgot about that one. I don't know. I'm feeling good. I keep saying that. I have my coffee here. I mean, like, I've been laying around. Again, like I said, I feel bad about doing nothing, but at the same time, you know what I mean? I don't know if you guys know what I mean. It's just like, yeah. I'm putting myself first. I'm learning to put myself first. Yeah, I don't know. I've been reading tarot card readings, or I've been listening to tarot readings. I don't know why I said reading tarot readings, whatever. And that helped out with a lot of like things in my head and emotions and whatnot. There's a lot of just normal things. I feel a lot lighter again. They keep coming in. They just keep coming in. You're just looking down at them. You're like, where'd you come from? Where the fuck? Why are you here? Get the fuck out. I was kidding. Emotions are fine. It's like I say get the fuck out, but I tell them to come up and come out this way as opposed to you think it's going out down this way, but it's not, right? I used to think I could do that. Like, get away. You're so frustrating. It's like, I don't like this thing. It's negative emotion. I don't know how to make it go up this way, so I'm gonna put it down instead. Yeah. Anyways, I'm learning. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys have today's Monday. Yeah, Monday. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. Bye.